If you're a man over 60 and your energy crashes before noon, your drive feels distant and your performance isn't what it used to be. Listen carefully, because here's the truth. Most men never hear. Your decline may have nothing to do with age and everything to do with the vegetables you're not eating. I'm Dr. Mojit Kara, a men's health expert with over 30 years of experience helping men like you restore their strength, stamina and confidence. Without pills, without gimmicks and without shame. I've seen what works and more importantly, I've seen what doesn't. Today I'll show you something most doctors never mention. 3 everyday vegetables that hold the power to revive your circulation, support your hormones, and unlock the endurance you thought you lost one of them. Boosts blood flow so powerfully, some doctors call it nature's Viagra. Another works behind the scenes to raise testosterone naturally. And the third, it fuels your body like premium fuel without blood sugar crashes or fatigue. But this isn't just about what these vegetables are, it's about how you combine them. Morning, noon, and at night for maximum effect in just 7 days, you could start to feel younger, stronger, and more alive than you have in years. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you won't just know what to eat, you'll have a simple daily protocol to take your power back, starting today before we get started. If you're a man over 60 who's serious about boosting your energy and feeling strong again, make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell every week. I share real health strategies made just for you. And if this message speaks to you, type 1 in the comments, if not type 0, so I can keep improving these videos to serve you better. Let's begin with the foundation of all male vitality after 60 circulation, because without strong blood flow, nothing else matters. Not energy, not confidence, and certainly not performance. And there's one simple vegetable that reawakens your circulation. Like flipping a switch, most men overlook it, but once you start using it the right way, the results can be felt in just a few days. Let me show you exactly what it is, and why it may be the single most important food you add to your plate this week. Vegetable. Number 1, the circulation booster. When I was in my late 30s, I remember meeting a patient named Gerald. He was 64, proud father of 4, and had built houses his whole life, hands like sandpaper, voice like gravel. But that day, he didn't come in to talk about work or old injuries. He leaned in, lowered his voice and said, "Doc, I just don't feel like a man anymore. It's like the fire's gone out." I hear that sentence more often than you'd think. And the truth is, most men who walk into my office expecting a testosterone shot or magic pill are shocked when I tell them what I'm about to share with you now, because more often than not, what's holding them back isn't their hormones, it's their circulation without healthy blood flow. Everything slows down, your energy fades, your erections weaken, your mind fogs. You start to feel like a shell of the man you used to be. But there's a natural solution that's been hiding in plain sight. It's not expensive, it's not processed, and you don't need a prescription. It's a humble vegetable. You've seen 100 times. Beets are one of nature's most powerful nitric oxide boosters. When you eat them, your body converts their natural nitrates into nitric oxide, a compound that opens up your blood vessels and improves circulation from head to toe. And when blood flows better, everything changes. Your heart doesn't have to work as hard. Your muscles get more oxygen. And, yes, your performance in the bedroom starts to come back, often faster than men expect. I remember telling Gerald about this. At first, he laughed. "You're telling me a vegetable is going to fix what Viagra couldn't?" I smiled and told him to give it 1 week, 7 days of adding half a cup of cooked beets to his lunch or sipping a small glass of beetroot juice in the morning. No pills, no pressure. Just try it when he came back. 2 weeks later, he sat down with a grin. "Doc," he said, "I don't know what's in those things, but my wife told me to thank you." That's not a rare story study. After study has shown how beets can increase stamina, reduce blood pressure, and improve vascular health. Especially in men over 60, you don't need to overhaul your entire diet. just one simple addition a day. You can roast them, boil them, or blend them. Add a little lemon, a pinch of salt, and they become part of your recovery, your revival, your return to the man you remember. And here's something I want you to hold on to when you improve blood flow. You don't just improve how you feel, you improve how you live. Walking becomes easier. Climbing stairs isn't a chore. Holding your partner's hand means more, because you're not dragging your body through the day, you're leading with strength again. That's what this is really about, not just performance, but power. Not just stamina, but spirit. And that starts with something as simple as beats. Now, if blood flow is the foundation, what fuels your inner fire? What gives you that drive, that confidence, that quiet strength that doesn't fade with time? The answer is your hormones. And there's another overlooked vegetable that's been quietly supporting men's testosterone for generations. It's time we give it the spotlight it deserves. Let me show you. Vegetable number 2, the hormone helper. I'll never forget the day Martin came into my office, 68 years old, sharp mind, witty as ever. But the sparkle in his eyes had dulled. He looked at me and said, "Doc, I feel like I'm fading. I'm not depressed, but I'm just not myself. I wake up tired, I don't feel like doing anything. My body's here, but my fire, it's gone." That kind of honesty takes courage. And what Martin didn't know, what most men don't know, is that this creeping loss of vitality, motivation, and masculine drive is often tied to one powerful hormone, testosterone. Now, I'm not talking about bodybuilder testosterone or aggressive treatments. I'm talking about your natural levels, the quiet strength that gives you clarity in the morning, steadiness in your emotions, and energy to engage with life. The problem is, after 60, testosterone starts to dip, not always in dramatic ways, but subtly, silently, until one day you barely recognize the man in the mirror. But here's the good news. You don't need injections or risky therapies to support your hormones. Sometimes all it takes is a shift on your plate, and that shift starts with spinach. Yes, the same green you might have pushed aside as a kid is now your greatest ally. Spinach is loaded with magnesium, a mineral that plays a critical role in freeing up bound testosterone in the body. When testosterone is bound, it can't be used. But when you eat magnesium-rich foods like spinach, your free testosterone levels rise naturally. That means better mood, better focus, more energy, and a stronger sense of yourself. There's more. Spinach is also rich in folate, which supports your blood and nerve health. It has plant-based nitrates that, like beets, enhance circulation. And it's one of the rare foods that also nourishes your prostate, a gland deeply connected to male hormonal balance and sexual function. I remember telling Martin, start simple, just 1 cup of cooked spinach a day, stir it into your eggs, add it to a smoothie, or sauté it with garlic and olive oil. He raised an eyebrow. That's it, I nodded. That's it. But do it every day, your body remembers what strong feels like. It just needs the right signal. 3 weeks later, he came back. His eyes were sharper, his posture straighter. "Doc," he said, "I've been walking more. I've been sleeping better. I even started flirting with my wife again. She's not sure what got into me, but I feel alive." That's what spinach can do, when used with purpose. It's not flashy, it's not trendy, but it works. And not because it's magic, because it gives your body what it's been missing. As we get older, we're told to expect less, to settle for fatigue, frustration, and decline. But I'm here to tell you, your hormones don't have to crash. They can be supported gently and naturally by giving your body what it once had, the nutrients that fuel masculinity from the inside out. And while spinach helps reignite that inner fire, there's another vegetable that handles the outer flame, the one that keeps you moving, strong and energized from morning to night. It's not leafy and it's not red, but it holds the secret to stamina, blood sugar balance and long-lasting vitality. In fact, many men say it changed how they feel in just 3 days. Let's talk about it. Vegetable. Vegetable number 3, the endurance engine a few years ago. I had a patient named Charles. He was 71, retired firefighter, tough as nails. But when he sat down in front of me, I could see something was weighing on him. "I'm not tired because I'm lazy, Doc," he said. "I'm tired because no matter what I do, I can't get my energy back. I eat less. I try to walk more. But by mid-afternoon, I feel like I'm running on fumes." That story isn't rare. In fact, it's one of the most common complaints I hear from men over 60. Not just about physical fatigue, but emotional fatigue, that dragging sense that you're pushing your body uphill every day and it's not getting easier. And more often than not, the root of the problem isn't just age, it's how your body is processing energy. What most men don't realise is that after 60, your blood sugar regulation starts to shift. Even small imbalances can lead to sudden crashes, brain fog, mood swings, and weakened performance. And when your energy dips, everything suffers. Motivation, stamina, intimacy, even the desire to connect. But there's one vegetable that helps stabilise all of that. It doesn't get the headlines, but it should. It's the sweet potato. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Isn't that a carb? Aren't carbs bad? Not this one. Sweet potatoes are one of the most powerful natural energy sources you can put on your plate. They're low on the glycemic index, which means they release energy slowly and steadily. No spike, no crash. Just fuel you can rely on. They're also rich in potassium, which is critical for muscle contraction, heart rhythm, and fluid balance. One medium sweet potato has more potassium than a banana, and it delivers it without the sugar spike. Add to that the high fibre vitamin A, manganese, and antioxidants. And you've got a vegetable that doesn't just feed your body, it powers it. When I recommended sweet potatoes to Charles, he was sceptical. I thought I needed to cut out carbs to stay healthy. I told him what I'll tell you. Now your body isn't craving fewer calories. It's craving better fuel that burns clean and lasts. I had him roast a small sweet potato with a little olive oil and sea salt and eat it at lunch or dinner. Nothing fancy, just real food, real nourishment. 2 weeks later, Charles came back and said something I'll never forget. "I don't nap in the afternoons anymore. I started fixing things around the house again." My wife's surprised. I think she's wondering who this new man is. That's what the right food can do. It's not about eating less, it's about eating smarter sweet potatoes. Give your muscles what they need to move, your brain what it needs to think, and your hormones the stability they need to perform. And what's most powerful is how these three vegetables, beets, spinach, and sweet potatoes work together. Circulation, hormones, and endurance. It's like tuning up an old engine that still has plenty of miles left. But here's the key. It's not about eating them once, it's about making them part of your daily rhythm. And that brings us to something I call the vegetable protocol. A simple, powerful routine you can follow each day to restore energy, performance, and confidence without ever opening a pill bottle. You're going to want to hear this because when you put these foods together the right way, something remarkable happens. Let's walk through it. Vegetable number 4, the vegetable protocol. When men come to me, tired, frustrated, defeated, what they're really asking is, where do I even start? It's not just about finding the right foods. It's about knowing how to use them in a way that fits your life. Because when you're over 60, your body responds differently. What worked at 30 doesn't work the same way anymore. And so, instead of guessing, I give them a clear and simple plan. I call it the vegetable protocol. This isn't some strict diet. It's not about calorie counting or giving up your favourite meals. It's about building your plate with purpose using 3 natural, powerful vegetables: beets, spinach, and sweet potatoes to restore energy, blood flow, and performance in a sustainable way. And I've seen it work time and again in real lives, real marriages, and real mornings, when a man wakes up and finally feels strong again. The protocol is simple in the morning. Start your day with either a small glass of beetroot juice or half a cup of cooked beets. This primes your circulation, opens up blood vessels, and brings oxygen where it needs to go. I often tell my patients it's like flipping on the power grid in your body at lunch. Add a full cup of cooked spinach to your meal, whether it's in an omelette sautéed with garlic or blended into a shake. This one habit will begin restoring your hormonal foundation. It's subtle at first, maybe a little more clarity, a better mood, but over time, your testosterone support builds up like a slow-burning fire in the evening. Bring in your endurance food, half a roasted sweet potato with dinner. It'll give you the steady fuel your body needs to wind down without crashing. It also helps prevent those nighttime dips in blood sugar that leave you waking up tired or restless. What makes this work isn't just the vegetables themselves, it's the timing, the rhythm. Each one supports the next when you feed your circulation in the morning, your hormones at midday, and your endurance at night. You're not just nourishing your body, you're syncing it with how it's meant to function, and you don't have to wait months to feel something. Most men feel a shift in 7 days, a lighter step, a clearer mind, a little more spark behind their eyes. And the longer you keep going, the stronger it gets. This is about momentum food that works with you, not against you. I've had men in their 70s tell me they're hiking again, gardening again, saying yes to intimacy when they used to say no, not because they're chasing youth, but because they're claiming strength. A quiet strength. A strength that shows up when you treat your body with the care. It deserves. The vegetable protocol isn't about going backward, it's about moving forward with clarity and purpose. And the best part, it's yours to begin today. No prescription, no waiting. But as powerful as this daily routine is, there's one final piece I want to leave you with. Because food is just the beginning. If you want lasting change, deep, meaningful transformation, you need one more thing. It's not found in your fridge or your pantry. But once you understand it, everything else falls into place. And that's what we'll talk about next. Conclusion. I've been doing this for over 30 years. I've sat across from thousands of men, strong men, proud men, who looked me in the eye and said the same thing in different words. I don't feel like myself anymore. Sometimes it was fatigue, sometimes it was a lack of desire, sometimes it was just a quiet ache, like something inside had dimmed and wouldn't come back on. And every time my message has been the same: you are not broken, you are not done. Your body still remembers how to feel alive. You just have to give it the right tools. That's why we talked about these 3 vegetables. Not because they're trendy, not because they're some secret superfoods from a distant land, but because they work beats to open your blood flow and restore circulation. The very current that drives performance and energy spinach to support your hormones and reawaken the fire inside sweet potatoes to give you endurance and balance, so your energy doesn't fade after lunch and you still have fuel left to live your life on your terms. Then we brought them together in the vegetable protocol. Simple, sustainable, natural morning, noon and night food that supports your strength. Not steals it. It's not about a diet. It's not about doing everything perfectly. It's about creating a rhythm that works with your body, not against it. It's about giving yourself permission to heal, not just from physical fatigue, but from the quiet discouragement that comes when you start to believe that decline is your destiny. I've seen what happens when men commit to this. I've watched eyes light up, posture change, marriages reconnect. I've heard stories from men who started walking again without pain, who regained confidence in the bedroom, who looked in the mirror after a few weeks and finally saw something they hadn't seen in a long time. Hope you don't need to chase youth. You don't need to be who you were at 25, but you can be strong again, clear again, grounded again. That version of yourself isn't gone. He's just been waiting for you to show up for him with real food, with consistency, and with belief. Start small. Start today. A single cup of spinach, a half a sweet potato, a glass of beet juice. Each one is a vote for the man you still are, and if no one's told you this in a while, let me say it. Now you're not too old to change, you're just getting started. Let's walk this road together. One plate, one step, one powerful, grounded day at a time. If this message spoke to you, if it reminded you of your strength, your worth, or your potential, I invite you to like this video, share it with another man who might need to hear it, and leave a comment below. Let me know where you're watching from and what part of your journey you're on. And if you believe in supporting this kind of honest, empowering content for men over 60, consider making a small donation to help us keep creating videos that serve you and others like you. Your support means more than you know,